arm.
I know, but you just found yourself at IKEA and you decided,
No, we went for usual IKEA stuff, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So
meatballs, yeah.
Yeah, no, meatballs. We went to get some furniture. No, I don't even know what we went for actually. Oh, that's it. Yeah, we went for some wall art and a few other bits, more like picture frames.
Yeah, gotcha.
The ones that are like quite light that you can stick them on with the double-sided sticky tape rather than nails. Or BS, no more nail stuff. But found this little piece of beauty, and I was like, do you know what?
For the listener who cannot see us, right, today marks a very, very special occasion for the podcast and crew, which is me and Rick. And he has got himself a mic arm, which is, I can't even believe my eyes right now. Like, he's actually sat back, he's chilling. He's got, he can use both arms. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know how to make of this.
The missus went like, you doing it here? I was like, well, yeah, I invested
do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Do what I want, yeah. No, to be fair, it's decent. It's pretty good. For the price that it was all right. Obviously, it wasn't great. It's not quality in terms of looking at yours.
No.
But it does.
This is just a stand.
Microphone. I can have a chat. With you, and that's it.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, this is an old stand, bro. Like this has been around for about 12 years now. This mic stand, because I've got nowhere to put my mic arms. You see, like as you can see. Well, not now because I've got the background on. But
you're in space,
I'm in the painting, aren't I? Yeah. But yeah, I can't put my mic arm anywhere, which is a bit devastating because I brought it with me, but I've literally got nowhere to attach it to. So, but yeah, this is a very, very special occasion. You know, he's got use of both arms. I don't know what's going to happen in this episode. I don't know.
We're just going to keep talking about this mic arm.
I love it. This is what's new in life, man. This is it. We are men. We are only excited by very small things. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. And
small things. That's it.
One of those things.
This is one of those things. Like, you know, next time I'm going to come with a bigger. Can you see this on my microphone? This little foam.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a bigger one, and we're going to talk about that for ages.
Quality. I need a micro. I think I might need a better microphone, to be fair. This one has still got the little thing on front of it.
Yeah, no, the pop shield is good.
That's the pop shield. But it's all right. Anyway, man, how have you been?
It makes it a lot easier. But yeah, I've been good, Rick. You know, it's been about a week since we last met up on the in the virtual reality that is the podcasting world.
It has been a week, yes.
And but you know, life gets in the way. Shit happens. Shit happens. So you know, we're here as much as we can.
For me, it was the first week back to work, so it was a very, very busy one. But it's okay. What can you do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to make that money, right? Got to make that money.
Exactly. You got to make that paper. It's not going to make itself.
You know, I had a friend, right? A friend messaged me earlier today, and he goes, you know, we were chatting, how you doing, all this, and then he goes, oh man, how do I motivate myself to go to work tomorrow? And I'm like, money. That's literally
the only thing that keeps us going.
I have nothing else to say to him. What else can I message him? Like, can I, you know what I mean? Oh yeah,
you're making a difference.
Yeah, you're making a difference. You know, people care about you. No, it's money. Like, that's it. If that doesn't motivate you, then yeah, fair enough. Don't go to work. That's fine. But
is this a mutual friend? Do we know him? Or
it's a mutual friend. Yeah, mutual friend for sure. I won't name drop obviously because you know. But yeah, I was just chatting with him and he was like, "How do I motivate myself?" Yeah, money, mate. That's literally it. What do you think we do it? Yeah. Why do you think the rest of us do it?
Pistachio guy.
Yeah. No. Not that mutual friend. The other mutual friend.
Mutual friend.
Yeah, the football mutual friend.
The football mutual friend. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, well, you know, what else? You know, why the hell else do we do it? But anyway. What have you been up to? How was your first week back at work then? You know, without getting into too much detail.
I need you to motivate me to go back tomorrow.
Money, bro.
Why do I do it? No, to be fair, first week was all right. Fairly chilled, fairly calm. It was nice. It was nice just to kind of get back. Don't get me wrong. I love being home with the family and stuff, and I'd rather retire and be home with the family all the time, but we need the money. But in kind of taking a positive, put a positive spin on it rather than say, no, it's negative, it's work, Monday morning. It was nice to kind of have that routine again. Wake up early, go to work. After work, my colleagues and I have started, like some couple of lads, been doing kind of like this fitness thing that we're trying to do. You know, everybody trying to shed off the crisp.
You're still on that, right?
I stopped it. I stopped it completely because I couldn't do anymore. You know, family life took over, pregnant wife, baby, and so on. And then lack of sleep, you won't know, but maybe some of the listeners, you will know soon, is when you have a lack of sleep, you feel like you're trying to get the energy with anything and everything around you. So like you're constantly eating, constantly drinking, and you're not eating healthy food. You're just like chocolate bar, crisps,
yeah.
crap, bread,
Junk.
white bread, just junk food. Yeah,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? And then like fizzy drinks all the time, like a Red Bull, a kind of Coke, a Fanta, etc., etc. And then when I went to work, they were like, "Oh, good Christmas." I was like, "You cheeky."
Whoops. Whoops.
I was like, "You cheeky."
It was until you just said that statement. Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
But no, that's it was nice. It was nice to see everybody and kind of, because it's sometimes work is a social place as well, really. You know, when you have everybody has the breaks together, you can socialize a little bit. So it was nice.
It takes your mind off the reality, basically, isn't it? Like, you know, going back home and junk food and, you know, recycling the day, basically. But yeah, no, that's good to hear, man. Like, you know, like you said, you know, I would much rather retire and stay at home as much as we can. Obviously,
in an instant.
Yeah, well, the good thing is now that the Grand Tour lads, you know, they're retiring. Top Gear is, you know, taking off air, so maybe we could slip in there and like
maybe there's a little something,
maybe a little
there.
something there. But no, I was.
If Amazon's listening.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. We are through Amazon Music, so you know, please do listen to us.
Do listen.
But no, I was reading about James May, obviously on him and Clarkson and Hammond retiring, and he was saying that, you know, it's in this day and age now, there's so much going on with cars and how we view them, and you know how they're going to be fueled and how we drive them, and you know, is it beneficial, that type of stuff. He said we live in a world now where, you know, it won't be long before the next car show like Top Gear or like the Grand Tour comes along, you know. And that got me thinking, and you know, he's absolutely right. You know, there's so much going on in the car industry right now with electric cars and hybrids and plug-in hybrids and, you know, self hybrids and all this. Like, what the fuck? So it's you know, we love cars, but it's that time, man. It's that time. You know, it's if people can get paid in time rather than money, then I think I'd prefer that, to be honest with you.
There's that film. You've seen that film with Justin Timberlake, In Time?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's not great, but
it's Justin Timberlake in the movie, isn't it?
No, yeah, exactly. It's the concept I just mentioned, being paid with time.
Oh yeah, He's got the clock and stuff like that. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. That's right. That's right. I've seen that. I have seen that. And when the clock runs out, that basically means that you're dead. Yeah. You're dead, gotcha. I've seen that movie. Yeah, that's an old movie, that isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Very old film. Yeah. But the way he said you get paid in time, I think even the movie's called In Time or
In Time. Yeah, no, it is. It's called In Time. You're right.
Time in there.
Oh, there you go then. My subconscious works in a weird way, man.
I'm going to miss, though. I do miss the Top Gear. I do miss the Grand Tour. The Grand Tour for me wasn't as good as the Top Gear. Even Top Gear where Mr. Tribbiani did it, Joey Tribbiani, when Matt LeBlanc. Now, for me, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed his humour. I kept seeing, like, I know he's not Joey, of course not, but you keep seeing Joey sort of kind of like, so I mean, you see the guy and you kind of grew up with friends and seeing him as Joey Tribbiani. But yeah, with Matt LeBlanc, Chris was quality on that, and I enjoyed it and I missed it, to be fair. Even with Freddie and the rest of the boys that did it with, what's his name, Paddy McGuinness, Freddie Flintoff, the cricket player. And then is it Chris Harris? Yeah, Chris Harris.
Yeah, Chris Harris. That's
and
right.
I quite enjoyed that as well. But I think what it is, it's people who watch that, who love cars, it's an escape as well, isn't it, really? Because I kind of use, you know, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed watching the reasonably priced car and them doing silly things with Skodas and Seats and so on. But my favorites were like these long trips that they used to take.
Yeah, the road trips,
and the nice cars and the radios and the banter and stuff. And it just makes me think like, that's what I want to do with my boys. That's it. But I'm not even at the stage where I'm like, oh, let's have the Ferraris. It'd be great and expensive cars. Or somebody sponsor us in, like, you know,
time.
Exactly. But for me, it's just like just to be on that road trip. And I think that's where the road trip. I say to my wife, she goes, who was I talking to? Actually, not my wife. I was talking to my brother. He's like, I don't even like driving that much, mate. And I was like, I love it. And I think I love it because of the Top Gears and the road trip. Like sometimes, okay, I live 200, 300 miles away from my parents. To me, it's a road trip going to see them. It's a road, and I enjoy driving. But the Grand Tour was okay as well, but it just felt like they had to try and change so much to try and seem original, but they didn't need the recipe. They didn't.
But they couldn't. The thing is, obviously, they couldn't use some things because of the BBC Top Gear. Like the reasonably priced car. That's why they had. I didn't like any of the celebrity segments in the Grand Tour, by the way. Like none of them. It was funny when they first brought in. You know, when there's like, oh, here comes Charlize Theron, for example, like in the tent, and then she gets eaten by a lion. It's like, okay, I like that when the first two celebrities, but then afterwards you kind of know what's going to happen. Like Simon Pegg with the ice cream walking down Whitby and all this stuff, and then waving at everyone and falling off the bridge. That was funny, but then you can't keep going on with that. You know what I mean? So Yeah, but look, Grand
You
Tour,
need,
I watch
you need a
it.
big funding, don't you, to keep going on for that? You
Absolutely.
need a lot of budget.
Absolutely, for that very small,
Segment,
appearance for celebrities, it was crazy. But like you said, it's the road trips. It really is. Like even watching the old Top Gears now, which I think I messaged in the group. It's on BBC Three. I didn't realize that they had the whole 33 seasons. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But obviously for me, I didn't really care for the Top Gear after the original trio. I didn't really care that much. It's just, I don't know, because it felt like they tried to recreate that banter where it's like, well, no, you need to be your own people. You know what I mean? Like, again, maybe I didn't give it enough of a chance.
The one straight after wasn't very good. The Radio 4 host, he was really forcing it. The one
Chris
with
Evans.
him, Chris Evans. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Radio 4,
like
Radio 3. I don't know what he hosts, but like he's the one who James May went and he had like a £7-8 million Ferrari or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Wasn't it the 250 GTO or something like that?
I don't know if it was a 250.
No, it wasn't a 250. No,
because 250 is like 40 million, I think.
Yeah,
250 GTO is like 40 plus 80.
Chris Evans did not make that much money. Let's just be honest. All right.
He did have that other 4 or 5 million Ferrari in James May.
He did.
But he was forcing it. For me, it was every time I watched him, he was very much trying to force the banter, trying to be funny, and he just wasn't. And he looked like as if he made a joke. And you know those awkward jokes, and the audience think like, well, that wasn't funny. And then, but he's looking around going,
come on, give me something. Yeah,
like that with their hands, give me, and him like.
I could see the producers holding up like placards saying applause and laugh. Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree. But I think that's what kind of ruined it.
After him, it got better.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I need to give it a bit more of a chance afterwards because I think he ruined it, and then I thought, the rest are going to be the same. But maybe you're right. Like, with Matt LeBlanc, we grew up with him as Joey Tribbiani.
Matt LeBlanc was funny. When I enjoyed some of them with Matt LeBlanc, because Matt LeBlanc was on them as well, but he was on the main host. Kind of, Clarkson was the main guy with the two sidekicks, and that's what Chris Evans was. He was the main guy when should have been somebody else. But from disappointed with main Top Gear, the three guys, is they did the Australian one where there was the M6, the Bentley, I think there was a GTR.
And trying to wait with the cows and stuff like that. How many cows? Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just kind of, and then it stopped.
Yeah.
I feel like they should just compensate the boys to show the rest of that season off because it's clearly filmed. It's there. It's in the archive somewhere in the BBC building. Just send it out. Just be like, see how many people. I just want to watch it because that season must have been epic. Because that first episode in Australia as well was quality.
But wait, that's season 22, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think that all of it's out. I think because that happened and then the rumor came he punched the producer or did something. Whatever happened that they all started like retiring. I think that's the one.
Is that right? Is that right?
I believe so because I remember him seeing on a talk show with who were they with? Some British guy. But yeah. I think that's what I'd find it because if it's not, I'd like to watch the rest of the season after the Australian.
I mean, if that's the case, then I mean, because for me, like I said, it was only this week that I realized that BBC Three had the whole series of Top Gears because I've already got them. I had them downloaded for like many years. I've got like them literally. They are on their own hard drive, like separate from anything else, just in case whenever I want to watch them, I'll just plug them in. They're on a separate hard drive. So maybe you're right. I didn't realize that, but I think. They had that season, but then the only one that they didn't show was the very last episode where it was just James May and Richard Hammond talking with no audience around them. I don't know if you've seen that then in that case.
I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that little one.
Yeah, because that was the last one, wasn't it?
And then eventually they said, we're not going to do this anymore. But was it though? Was there nothing else that was not shown? I'm pretty sure they had like another 5 or maybe 4 shows after.
No,
it started getting smaller and smaller, didn't it? Because before it would be on for maybe a month or so. And then a month, 2 months. And then after that it went down to like 6 weeks. And then Top Gear finished in 5 weeks.
Season 22, episode 1. No, they've got it all. Yeah, they've got it all. Yeah, so they've got the whole of season 22, and then season 23 is the one with obviously that shall not be spoken about. Let's move away from that one. But yeah, season 22, they've got that. But that was fun. That was
so I'm talking about season 23 then. It must have been season 23.
But that's the one with Chris Evans, season 23.
Is it? So which one? Because I'm looking here, BBC Top Gear Series 22, Episode 1 is the one where they've got the cycling cast. No, this is not it neither. Clarkson, Hammond, Johannesburg. This isn't it.
Yeah, because the Bentley one, the Australia one is Episode 2 of season 22.
Oh yeah. So I scroll down. Yeah.
And then they've got the rest
Will
of them.
Smith is on in number 4. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I'm pretty sure one of my favorites there was episode 6.
I don't remember seeing Will Smith in them.
Episode 6 when Hammond goes to Canada and he's got that watch where he pulls out the little pin. That's one of my favorite episodes. I really enjoyed that. Where the fucking hell are you?
Yeah, it's the Raptor, wasn't it? The Raptor and Chevy or whatever it was.
The Silverado, wasn't it? Yeah, the Chevy Silverado. Yeah, that was a fun one.
F-150 Raptor. Yeah.
That shit, bro, I fell in love with that car, man. I saw that car on there. I fell in love. Right? Oh my god, I fell in love with it. But again, have you seen one of those things around here? By the way, they look ridiculous.
Yeah, they're just awful.
You can't drive them anywhere.
They're too big. Yeah, too big for
roads.
UK roads.
Nah, you're not driving down any B roads.
I own the road. That's what if you have that on there. It's like I own the road.
It's my private road.
That's literally it.
But no, you're right. Like I've just, that's it with Top Gear. I think for me, it's just an escape to something that it's more of a fantasy, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Like you said, just get a car, drive with your boys on the radios, talk some shit, cars break down, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, look. Have you watched any football apart from your team?
I've watched football. No then.
See, I had to preface it like that, man. I had to say it like that because I can imagine that you didn't really pay that much attention to any other games apart from your team. So for me, it means that I didn't watch any football in the past. Nothing. I watched a bit of the Liverpool. No. God no. I watched a bit of that match. It was boring, so I turned it off. I watched a bit of the Liverpool match. They were winning. I turned that off.
Which match was boring?
The Villa-Chelsea match.
Yeah. It was, to be fair, it was all right. Obviously, as a Chelsea, if you gave it a bit more time, we should have won that game. We really should have. I don't know. Did you see highlights or anything? Palmer,
I didn't watch anything. Nothing.
You've not watched nothing on it?
I watched nothing on it. That's why I wanted to have a chat with you. And how do you feel about the draw, by the way? And the fact that you're going to replay the match. So.
Nah, I feel like we're going to get beat at Villa Park. We'll get beat because they looked dangerous towards the last 15 minutes. We had chance after chance, but we just couldn't seem to score. Cole Palmer missing sitter. Same as against the Middlesbrough match. He just missed sitter after sitter. He was like one-on-one with the keeper. He was very good at reading the play and intercepting the ball, but then all of a sudden he'd go and hit you against the keeper, and he'd be like, "What are you doing, bro? Like, chip, pass, do something. Why are you rushing it?" Everything was like with a side foot. Yeah, it was a weak game. Him Palmer as a 9 doesn't work for me. It doesn't work at all. And then he's brought
not ready
Mudryk.
For that role,
no,
to be
he's
honest.
not ready. And what's his name as well? Madueke. He's just so awkward. Like, he's not even awkward and can beat the man. He's just awkward on the ball. I feel like, and he has the balls to look at his teammates and say, "Oh, pass it to me then." Like, no, bro, like passing it to you is like, I might as well give it to the opposition. Like, literally how it felt watching it.
But does that usually mean now that Palmer was not scoring in this match? Doesn't that usually mean that next match he'll probably put them away?
Yeah. Well, let's hope so.
That's all right.
Next match is against Liverpool, so let's do that.
No, you won't be doing
next match
that.
in the FA Cup.
Yeah, sorry, I meant the FA Cup. We'll get to the predictions of the Premier League. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, we'll see. I hope we do, because it'd be nice. Obviously, we're in the final of the Carabao Cup. What was needed, especially after that awful performance against Middlesbrough, the 1-0, 6-1 quality.
Demolition.
Naive from Middlesbrough, to be fair, to come down and think like, actually, we're going to attack. I don't know why they didn't sit on a low block with 2 back fours, 7 people at the back. Do whatever you want. You should have just
match. Yeah.
That's it. Just like make it really difficult. Don't try and come out, because if you come out, we're going to punish you. Yeah. And I've said this to you before. Against teams who don't sit back, we seem to score goals. We did it against you guys. We did it against City. We did it against Liverpool with the 1-1. We look more dangerous because there's space for us to attack.
You've got fast players, and we've got fast players who can go behind. Yeah.
And for that reason, then Carrick should have just gone, nah, we're not going to give you the space. We're just going to sit here on a slow block and trying to break us down. But anyway, not complaining. 6-1. It was nice for everybody to score goals, gain a bit of confidence, a bit more desire.
With Carrick, it kind of felt like where, he was going to Stamford Bridge and he was like, do you know what? I'm going to show you up. And, well...
shot himself up, didn't he?
I think backfire is the wrong word here. Do you know what I'm saying? The guy shot himself with a shotgun right in the face. So I didn't, again, after you went up maybe 3-4, I turned that off because I was like, well, there's no point watching it now because, I don't want to see Borough get absolutely annihilated. And yeah, look, fair dues to Chelsea. You took the chances, you scored, happy days, and now you're in the final. So
that's it. That's it in the final.
Playing Liverpool
disclosure, by the way. Full disclosure. I joined the match at 3-0. So obviously I went to
okay.
put the little ones to bed and do the bedtime stories, and I ended up falling asleep. And then I got up and I was like, wait, Chelsea are playing, what am I doing? I got up and it was like, I think I caught the third goal. Yeah, I caught the third goal, the Disasi goal. I caught the third goal where he intercepts 1-2 with Sterling, and
That's
then
right, yeah.
get the ball back. And that's when I started.
That's where I turned it off.
Just that interception. Yeah, that's when I joined. But it was good. It was good. Listen, 6-1, not going to deny it. A really great feeling, but it's still not. It's a bitter, not bitter. Yeah, but a bit of a bittersweet because Middlesbrough, local team, etc. But the way Borough fans have gone on about like, oh, we'll do and we'll go here and we'll do that, in a way is kind of like, yeah, I'm glad you got beat. But
it's most of the drunk ones. Most of the drunk ones.
It's just, that's what it is, isn't it? Whereas against Villa, I was expecting a similar performance, really quite relentless, and we were winning the ball up top in the final third. We were winning it back. We just could not put it away. Really struggled to get clear chance on goal. And then when we did have a clear chance, we hit it straight at the keeper. Martinez made 2-3 errors with his kicking game. Fell to Cole Palmer, fell to somebody, and he was just like, come on. There was one chance Cole Palmer had it, and he tried to side foot it from the edge of the box in a volley. So as I'm looking up, that the ball was up in the air. And unless he thought Martinez is coming to get him, because really he should have just tried to like take a touch, put it in back of the net.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see what happens. There's not much really to say apart from Madueke starting again. Like, it's just, I don't know why Colwill got injured in the warm-up.
Maybe it's to confuse players. You know, like the opposition team, Madueke's on, so they're like, oh, okay, we'll leave him alone. Do you know what I mean? And then everyone leaves him alone, and then he'll just do something. But apparently, he's not even doing anything. You know, he's doing now. So
no, he's doing nothing. The rest of them, to be fair, providing that they played 3 days before, like 72 hours before, they were really good. Gallagher was chasing after everything. Caicedo was the same. Enzo was the same. But then obviously that was only sustainable for like around 70 minutes, 75 minutes. And then Villa started putting pressure. Then we stoked the pressure. And that even happened when Mudryk came on. He just looked lost. Mudryk just, I don't even know what instruction does he receive from the coach, because he's clearly not good enough to be an Ozil and just free roam. You find the space in the little pockets. He's just like, he looks lost. He genuinely looks lost. And
too much space, isn't it?
To see. It's not even too much space.
Too much space for him to roam around. Like, he can't even, he gets confused with that.
Honestly, because I genuinely don't know, like, because clearly there's potential there. We've all seen glimpses of it or like cameos of it, but it just, even basic stuff, bro, like just run behind. Against Middlesbrough, he got brought off halfway through at half time because Enzo had to go at him saying, like, run behind. Behind.
And I don't think you understand what that means. Yeah, like,
don't know. Get a translator. Get a translator. Like,
who runs alongside him up and down the sideline.
Just like Messi's bodyguard into Miami, who's on the sideline running up and down to prevent fans from going next to him. I don't know if you've seen that guy.
I've seen that. Yeah, big guy.
Bring that guy in. Bring that guy. Well, not that guy, but bring a guy like him who translates in Ukrainian. But,
just have him very fit, running up and down the sideline with Mudryk, where Mudryk stays, and then it's like, you tell you go behind, which is fine.
To be honest, it's disappointing. It's really, really disappointing at Mudryk, because I'm still trying to hold on to high hopes, but just basic things are wrong now.
Yeah, every
when
game
does the basics right, you think to yourself, okay, no worries, yeah, I can see what you're trying to do, but you're doing everything else right. When you're trying the extra stuff, I'm like, yeah, now I can respect that because you're trying it. But when you can't do the basics right, like even just simple awareness and position on the pitch at the elite level, like that's a killer.
That's what I mean. Where I said, you know, he gets confused with the space that he may have at some point. You know, he gets confused like, oh, do I go there? Then it's too late. You know, when if you have to think about it that much, then, you know, again, we're at the highest level. You don't have that time.
The space is no longer there.
There is no more space. That's it. It's there for a split second. But with Mudryk, it feels like, you know, once in every 4 or 5 games, he has a very good game, and then that's it. It just goes back into his old self. And look, that's obviously that's not sustainable. And for the price that he was brought in at, not a sustainable player. Like, you know, at least with Enzo, we've been talking shit about him for the majority of the season. But, you know, there's been good glimpses where it's like, okay, he's coming around now, where he's trying to fit into that team. Caicedo, he's kind of doing the same. I saw him again a couple of moments in the last 2 matches that I watched of Chelsea, where it's like, all right, okay, he's all right. He's tracking back. He's tackling play. He's getting about, which is good. But, you know, with someone like Mudryk, you know, 1 in 5 games, 1 in 4 games, whatever it is, I just don't think.
I think you're being generous in 1 in 4 games, to be fair. I think it's even more than that. Maybe not 1 in 10, but it's definitely higher than 1 in 4, 1 in 5. And I think he was meant to be our kind of savior, effectively. He was meant to be our killer player in terms of speed and attack and finesse and all and that sort of what's that like FIFA Street style of I'm gonna take the player on and I'm gonna go and do this. I'm super quick. I'm 2-footed, and it just hasn't worked. I don't know whether the link with Arsenal has not helped, and obviously Arsenal then finishing second and we're being where we were with change of managers, bring somebody else in. But even with Poch, I don't see him shout at him. I feel like as if he's kind of babying him a little bit.
Yeah.
He needs to give him the treatment he gave Enzo. Enzo was dropped for 2 weeks. Enzo came off at half time and he started crying, or he came on or off. I don't know, not against Middlesbrough. Who did we play? Fulham? Who did we play? Where Enzo came off crying.
He came off half time, isn't it? Yeah. And I think you said in the group, it looks like he was injured. He was not injured, mate. It was just
and
that
I think
bad.
that's what it is. Yeah, exactly. It was bad. He got brought off. And good, and rightly so, bro. Like, you play FIFA sometimes and there's a player telling you, like, oh, boss, I think I should play this one. You go, like, I make the decisions here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But don't get me started on FIFA, right? I've just started a new season with Birmingham on FIFA 22.
Season. Are you 22?
I've got 22.
I've got a
story. I've
got a story to tell you for the new one, but I'll come back to it. And the reason I tell you, it's not even a justifiable story why I bought it, but obviously I wanted it to get it for the reason. Should we go on it right now?
Yeah, just do it. Tell me.
While we're on FIFA, quick sidetrack. So my brother came down last weekend? Yeah, last week. My brother came down with his missus. And I was like, we had an appointment a dental appointment for the little one in central London. And then we thought, right, okay. I said to him, you go do what you got to do with visiting family, friends and other people. And then obviously we'll meet you back. I said, I've brought the PlayStation out of the box because I'd packed it up and put it away ready to sell it.
Damn.
But everybody was giving me like 60 quid, 80 quid for a PS4 Pro, by the way. And I was like, no, mate. I might as well pay you to take the 60 quid. But anyway, long story short, so I got the PlayStation out, paid for the PS Network, and I was like, right, I'll get FIFA ready. And it was on sale, the new one, £40. Still expensive, but not
£20 less. Yeah,
exactly. And it was the Ultimate Edition for £40.
Oh, nice.
So the top, whatever it is, yeah. And I was like, is this true? So I'm Googling, am I just getting FIFA points for 40 quid here? Like, it says Ultimate Edition, but am I just getting FIFA points? What is it? After a bit of research, I was like, okay, I'm going to buy it. The tunnel next to Lincoln North and South was blocked from southbound. So he got stuck in traffic to do a 3.5 mile journey for 6 hours.
Jesus Christ.
So by the time he left there at 4 o'clock, he didn't get to come home till 9:30, 9:45, something like that. So we didn't play FIFA because he was coming back up north on Sunday. So I bought FIFA. I got the PlayStation out to have a couple of games with my brother, like old times, a bit of back
of course,
and forth, and little scallywag and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't get to play with him. And I was like, do you know what? I'm not putting it away. I'm going to get my money's worth. I am starting a campaign. I'm doing a little campaign on it at the minute. But
who'd you pick? Who's your team?
The equivalent to your Birmingham, Chelsea.
Well, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. Like, I had to...
on FIFA, they're overpowered. Like, you can tell the players on FIFA, like the Mudricks and stuff are incredible on FIFA.
Yeah.
But no, that's what I picked. I'm currently, Mudrick has got 75 goals in 23... No, I'm joking.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised.
I've got it on professional. I'm just like, I lose a couple of games because I'm not very good at it yet. But no, it's just nice just to wind down, isn't it? Playing a bit of FIFA. But yeah,
on FIFA 21. Who the hell was I? I wasn't. No. This is so on FIFA 21, which I left back up north, and again, stupidly I left back up north. Even when I went back up there during Christmas, should have brought it down. So for about a week, I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? Do you know what I mean? So I was searching everywhere for FIFA 21. I was like, fuck it, because I've got the same game. I'll just carry on my campaign. Anyway, found FIFA 22 on eBay. The guy lowered it from like 10 to 8 quid. So I was like, sound, all right, I'll buy that. 8 quid, bought it. But anyway, on FIFA 21, I had Martinelli for my team. I can't remember who my team was. Nottingham Forest. So I bought Martinelli from Arsenal. So obviously very cheap, like, I don't know, like 11 mil or something. Bought him, and I swear to God, that guy got 63 goals in 46 games. 63 goals.
Wow.
He went from like, I don't even know what rating he was at the beginning, like 75 or 78 or something. He reached 96 rating. Like, that's how good this guy was. Anyway, FIFA 22, right? I bought it. Birmingham City is my team now because I thought, fuck it, they're a big city.
I can do it.
No, well, apparently not as easy. So there's a reason why Rooney left. So even on FIFA, they are a terrible team, like a terrible team. They have got some absolute shite players. So I was forced to obviously buy some players in, but this is how I knew how bad this team was, right? I was playing and the morale was just like, not very good. And I'm like, why the fuck is the morale not good? They had Troy Deeney on the bench, right? So I went through all my players. I was like, I'm going to sell all these bitches, right? All of them. Troy Deeney, he's gone, bro. But after that cojones thing, he's gone, fam.
Yes.
Anyway, so I put him on the transfer market. And so this is after the window closed. Put him on transfer market, and then a few games in, one of my players pops up and he goes, "Boss, yeah, thanks for taking the time to listen to me and all this, but I've been chatting with some of the lads in the dressing room, and the morale seems quite low." I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean?" Anyway, so I accepted. I was like, "Oh, thanks for talking to me and all this." And then I got an email from the assistant manager saying, "Oh, I suggest Troy Deeney as the captain for the next match." So I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean?" So anyway, I put Troy Deeney on as the captain and as my striker, obviously.
Yeah.
And bro, I'm not even kidding you. After 5 matches, the same player popped up on my message and goes, "Thanks, boss. Thanks for listening to me. The morale's gone up." And I'm like, I cannot believe this shit. But listen, right? I bought the best player that I bought for my Birmingham team was Elisa. So I went to Crystal Palace. I was like, "I want Michael Elisa from you," and now he is my centre forward in that Firmino role. And obviously he's banging in goals for fun. But it is difficult on world class. It is fucking.
Oh, is that what you're playing on world class?
Mate, it is world. Like on FIFA 21 world class. FIFA 21 world class. I got used to it. It was easy. I was, like I said, 63 goals with Martinelli, for God's sake. But on this, with world class, I swear to God, right, there's some moments where I'm thinking, I'm playing Hull City, for example, and they're passing the ball like they're 09 Barca and shit. Like, what is going on? I can't even get close to them. So FIFA pisses me off sometimes to the point where I have to switch it off just to calm my nerves and then go back a couple of hours.
It used to be better though, didn't it? Like campaign and stuff until the Ultimate Team ruined everything. I think now predominantly it's all around online,
Team, that's all it is. I don't like that.
Whatever it's called, like online trades or whatever. Because I think there's a name for it where you just they're buying FIFA coins and buying suits for Call of Duty, etc. There's a phrase for it. I don't know what it's called. I think it's like online purchase. No, but like whatever terminology is, like online purchase or online. Anyway,
right.
In-game purchase, in-game purchase. That's it. So obviously all this they're predominantly focused on in-game purchase, FIFA coins, trying to do Ultimate Team and so on, and. It's good, but who's got the time? Like, and we already spent 60 quid on the game. Who's got the time to try and buy FIFA coins? And it's virtually impossible to try and get a decent Ultimate Team without spending money.
Actual money money from your own pocket.
Dollars, wherever you listen to this from, you know what I mean? Without your own pocket, go like, oh, let me spend another £20 on FIFA coins to buy some packs, and you think it's just not worth it. Just not worth it.
It really isn't. But no, so we got sidetracked. But yeah, FIFA, like I had to buy a FIFA just to get my sort of footy going on. But yeah, sometimes it's just so difficult, and I just have to turn it off.
Well, you should have said I could have had my 23 because mine came with a PlayStation. Now that I bought, obviously you didn't know I bought this one, but you should have said anyone got a FIFA they're not playing.
I'll be honest, I didn't
even have it. I haven't played the PlayStation since February, March last year.
I didn't realize you had a PS. I thought you had an Xbox. So
no, both. Currently, both
didn't realize that
without showing up. Oh no, man.
No, but that's fine.
I brought the Xbox down, and then the PS4 when we officially obviously moved in. I was like, right, I need a PlayStation. Like, I need a PlayStation as well. I need to have both there.
Both, yeah. That's fine.
The Xbox for me is more around Forza. Whereas the PlayStation, like FIFA and what do you call it, Call of Duty and any other games. But like I said, I haven't played for so long. But anyway, now you know. So if you ever need any games or anything to be any games I can try out, be like, yeah, pop down. Let me send you the catalog.
No, honestly, like the main reason I keep the PlayStation around is for F1 because I really enjoyed the F1 games. But they are fucking difficult without a wheel. They are so difficult without a wheel. But
then you've got to find a space for a wheel, though. I don't know how you feel about you. Well, I suppose for you it's okay, but for me, we kids, I don't know where to keep the wheel.
Where am I going to put a wheel, bro? Where am I going to put a wheel? If I had space for a wheel, I would have brought my desk. My actual, my studio desk would have brought that down. But I don't have any space for it. And literally every time I'm playing F1 games, and this is the last thing on the PlayStation, we'll move on. Every time I'm playing it, I can get to about 5 seconds behind the very top. You know what I mean? The very top of the leaderboard, like on the global leaderboard. 5 seconds is the most I can get, like the closest I can get to them, and that's a lot. And you know what I mean? That is a lot of time to be behind because shit, I've got a wheel. You know what I mean? Like I've got no.
I know somebody's listening to it probably going like, "Oh wow, only 5 seconds!" Like, which is great in a sense, but 5 seconds in F1 racing is like.
I was just saying, I have no assists on, like no traction control, none of that. So proper racing. The only thing I have is just the gear changes, the automatic, because obviously I don't have the actual paddle shifters on the steering wheel, and my thumbs, I'm not that ambidextrous. You know what I mean? I can't move my thumbs like that. The way that my thumbs work work. It doesn't work like
What
that.
is it, X and square in it or something to change
X and
gears?
square, yeah, X and square, up and down. So I'm
yeah.
like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. But yeah, look, we sidetracked. Going back to real life football.
Yes, real life football. Let's
Real
do
life
some
football.
predictions. Let's do some predictions because I think obviously I'm hoping for a good performance. Sticking on Chelsea very quickly before I come to you, because obviously you've gone a while without playing now. Because why are you guys out of the FA Cup, by the way? Why? I know why, but like, who got you out?
I think it was one at Liverpool.
Was it Liverpool?
I'm pretty sure it was
I can't
Liverpool.
remember.
Yeah.
It's been that long.
It was Liverpool.
Because I actually thought you guys were playing, and then I don't know. My mind's been today. You went, Man United. What was it? Newport equalised against him. I was like, wait, there's football on today. Like, what's going on?
But no, Liverpool were earlier on today. Like,
I didn't even know.
We were talking about it in the group.
I didn't even check when I clicked on the group. Oh yeah, because I messaged on the thing, didn't I? Just put on the chat because we were in it. Anyway, yeah.
Because obviously, because our two mates.
I thought that was the only game because obviously, yes, England coming right up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because obviously they scored against fucking whoever the fuck it was that they were playing. I can't even remember now. But yeah, your number 38 scored, so happy days. But yeah, no, sorry. With Arsenal, yeah, we played last weekend. We beat Palace 5-0 at the Emirates. Great performance. Can't really, there's not really much to say about it. It was a very good performance. We needed them goals and that sort of emphatic win. So I was happy with that. And but yeah, we play again on Tuesday, which obviously we'll get to predictions. But before we actually do that, though, Rick, and obviously I know you want to add a bit more on Chelsea as well, but Klopp leaving.
I know.
I can't believe that that news came out like that. Do you know? It was probably the last thing that I ever would have guessed that would have happened this year. Do you know what I mean? Klopp leaving.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see it coming, to be honest. I don't
think many people did. Yeah.
It's a shock. It's a shock for him to leave. Part of me is wishing he's only going to take a year out and then take over Chelsea after 2025.
If he takes over anything, it'll be Germany or Barcelona. Like, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
it'll be Germany or Barcelona.
Anything else, unless he gets offered a shitload of money from Bayern Munich or anywhere else. To be fair, I'd really like to see him at Madrid as well. If he's going to go anywhere, I'd like to see him. I know Ancelotti's doing bits there, but I've got to
live forever.
To be fair, you watch Klopp and he gets interviewed and gets asked about cars and things that he has, like materialistic thing. He says, "I've still got the Opel, which is a Vauxhall Insignia."
Yeah.
He goes, "I've got an Opel Insignia. It does me really well. I don't need anything else." And I just think to myself, like, you're on 8 million a year. How humble can you be to be like, do you know what? Cars don't interest me.
I've got 8 million a year. Sorry, for a manager, I mean, obviously, like, let's just be real. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I think that's what I know. Mourinho was the highest paid. He's a little bit high. Liverpool don't really pay that well, mate, to be fair.
No.
It's because obviously John W. Henry, they have a very much more of an incentive approach. And that's what Chelsea's been trying to do, is kind of 100 grand salaries, but like 10-20% goal, clean sheet bonus.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of money. 20% on 100 grand is another 20 grand. You scored 2 goals, there's your 150 that week. Do you know what I mean? Clean sheet, etc.
You are laughing.
Which is, in a way, I think it's better than what we had previously. Previously, we were winning trophies, but it's better to have that incentive. And I think for Liverpool, it's worked really well, simply because of Klopp. But what I'm interested to know is, same as Man United fans when Fergie left and they were all giving it the big uns. Where's it going? Same as Arsenal fans giving it the big uns till Wenger left. Where's it going? Same as Chelsea fans giving it the big uns until Abramovich left. Where's it going? And it's interesting to see what teams filled that space. You know, like Chelsea fell off. We saw Newcastle step in, right? Let's say the top 4, for example. Chelsea fell off, Newcastle stepped in. Arsenal fell off, Spurs fell in a little bit in there now and again.
Now and again, yeah. Not very consistent, but
not very consistent, but now and again, yeah.
I think you're right, though. It is very interesting to see what happens with Klopp next year. And again, obviously, if he's going to actually take a year out, and he means that he's going to take a year out, then chances are that it will be the Germany squad that he'll take over the national team. Unless, like you said, Bayern can hold out with Tuchel until next year, and then he can take over Bayern Munich. But for me personally, I don't know. I've got this funny feeling that it's going to be announced that he's going to be the new Barca coach, because Xavi's obviously leaving at the end of the season.
I think
he's done nothing. No, I'm not surprised.
Barca's got too many financial problems,
and I don't think they can A, afford Klopp, and B, I don't think Klopp would want that project with the broken.
I think he'll ruin his reputation going to Barca because you're only as good as your last match. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's right.
Mourinho's a great manager, but all we know is he got sacked by Roma, and you think like Roma sacking Mourinho, what? Do you know what I mean? It kind of leaves a bad taste in it. Like you think Jose won Champions League with Porto, won everything by Inter Milan, sacked by Roma, what?
Yeah, so got into a European final and shit. Like, are you crazy? Well, he won, didn't he? He won the Conference League. Yeah, he won the Conference League.
And got to Europa League final, got beat on pens, I think.
So it's madness. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the club.
Like you though, I do think it'll be a German squad because, well, like we said on the chat as well, I think it's just more time with the family.
Yeah,
you go
makes more sense for him.
You can come back home rather than think of the next game of how you're going to compete against. Whereas Bayern is a possibility simply because of that German link, but because Thomas Tuchel is not everyone's favorite in Munich.
In Munich right now, no, I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
Bringing Eric Dyer in and bringing players like that, they're like, when did Bayern Munich buy players who sat on the bench for other teams? And they've got a point. Bayern Munich is not a team to buy Eric Dyer's, to buy Eric's.
No, you know that only happened because of Harry Kane. Like, there is absolutely nowhere, like, there is no one on this earth that can convince me that Bayern Munich actually fucking scouted Eric just to be like, yeah, we want Eric because he is our best option. Are you fucking kidding me? You are Bayern Munich. Like,
I hear what you
say,
but if Harry Kane was struggling to score, then I'd probably say I'd be with you. But he's got 23 goals half a season.
That's what I'm saying. So they're more inclined to listen to him, like for them to bring.
Like kind of
he's the one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the one.
Eric Dyer to come in and then bring Eric Dyer.
Bring him in.
Maybe.
For whatever reason, because there is no way that, again, Bayern, sort of wanted to scout Eric at any point during his career. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's just be honest about that. So yeah, I don't think it was to do with his performances. I think it was just a case of all right, we need someone to fill in, and Harry was like, yeah, cool. All right, Eric will do. Fucking Eric. My God, man. Anyways, look, let's move away from Eric and whatever. But talk to me about Chelsea then. So you've got Liverpool coming up during the week.
Tough.
What are we saying, Rick?
Tough. It's away as well, isn't it? It's away at Anfield. Really tough game.
Interesting stuff, isn't it? Like
Liverpool played today, so I suppose we've got that extra 48 hours. Well, definitely 24 hours rest, because we played Friday night. It was a tough game though, because it's a lot of football for us to play. We played Tuesday night, Friday night, Wednesday night.
You've got the players to do it though. You've got plenty of players.
It's kind of like what's it called? The rotating doors, one in, one out.
Absolutely.
We do have still some injuries though. Still some players to come back from injury, like Nkunku to come back, Reece James probably to come back. Jackson obviously is off. What Jackson offers you is not goals, but he offers you kind of a bit of power and strength up top to hold the ball up to kind of relieve the pressure. Because against Liverpool, we'll need that. Broy is really weak. I don't know what's going on with Armando Broy. I was holding him at high regard before he got injured. Then he got injured. I was like, it's okay, Broy's going to come back, and he's come back and he's just not hit the ground running. He seems really weak to get challenges. Van Dijk is going to bully him. Kanate is going to bully him.
You got to trust your boy, man. I told you, Broy, he's not that good. And again,
I trust you, but I trust my own eyes as well. And I watched it 3 years ago. Watched it 3 years ago, and he was decent. I saw what he did at Southampton, and he was good. Like going up, because with a striker, first thing I look for is like, are you afraid for a challenge? Yeah. Because, okay, you can finish, which is great, but you very rarely get a finishing opportunity if you're afraid to put your body on the line, if you're afraid to battle with Van Dijk, with the Rios, the Vidiches, the Sol Campbells, the Tony Adams. If you get that, it's kind of like they've won the battle. You're just going to get it and get rid.
Yeah,
Whereas Broy is currently doing that. He doesn't seem to want to kind of get in there, get battling, go for headers. And I don't know, there's nobody else. Cole Palmer will probably play as a false nine. And if he does, he's not a false nine. He was really, really weak up top. And we don't have the players to do that Bobby Firmino role so that Mane and Salah can attack, because the people attacking is fucking Madueke. Sterling was very good against Villa, by the way. Playing from the left was very good, but that's Sterling's position. He'll probably play Mudryk on the left and Sterling on the right. And really all we've done there is just huge disadvantage for ourselves, because Sterling needs to be on the left-hand side. Put Mudryk on the right. He might not lose the ball as often because players have got to come through him to get the ball because he's right-footed. And just say to him, bro, just go to the line and cross it in. None of this cutting in from the left to shoot. Go to the line and cross it in. I don't want you to do anything else. Just go to the line and then cross it.
Just, open them wider, basically.
You're right-footed. Play on the right wing. Go up, cross it in. And exactly. Keep the pitch as wide as you possibly can.
Because they don't have Trent. They won't have Trent, Robertson.
Yeah. But that Bradley guy's been wicked, by the way. Like, wicked.
Let's see.
I mean, it's only been 2 games, but like 2 games that I've seen, he has been very, very good. And Liverpool fans and Liverpool ex-legends, ex-players are talking of him in very high regard. Because that's
so you know he's going to be
shit
shit next game.
No, they talked about. Well, let's hope so, because next game is against Chelsea. Hopefully they're all shit. Hopefully 38 is fucking playing, and Jones is playing as well, just to have a look. And if they boss it, I will say, do you know what? Glatzenberg is back. I'm not going to say his full name. I'm just going to call him 38 for now. And Glatzenberg.
Glatzenberg, yeah, I love it. But you know you're going to be devastated, and you're going to eat your words if both of them score, right?
If they both score, I will eat my words. I'm the first person to admit it. But
no, I will actually send you a letter in the post with your words, and I will.
Yes, we'll eat it live on air.
I'll ask you to eat it live. Yeah, absolutely. But I'll tell you what. Before you give me your prediction for Chelsea, should we start with Tuesday night?
Yeah, go with Tuesday, because you guys are playing Tuesday as well.
Yes.
Who have you got?
We've got Nottingham Forest away, so at the City Ground. So that should be an interesting match. But actually, sorry, last thing because I will forget this before we get into predictions, right? I just want to say, and I want to add on how shit of a team Spurs are, because I watched that match and I swear to God, I don't know where these pundits are fucking getting their ideas from that Spurs are going to do this, and Gary Neville's like, oh, Spurs are going to be better than Arsenal and all this. Honestly, either he's getting paid by someone at Tottenham to talk that fucking bullshit, or he is just blind to what the fuck he's watching, because they are honestly a horrible, horrible team. And you know what made it even better? There was one moment during the end where Pedro Porro was going up against Doku, right? And he was taunting him. Like, what are you going to do? You saw that, right?
Yeah,
good. I'm so glad, because I didn't want to have to
the last 15 minutes. I called the last 15 minutes of that match.
Fucking guess what, mate? That goal came from Pedro Porro's side, and I was like, if I could jump into the TV to slap Porro in the face and be like, don't be a cunt, because look what just happened, right? Look what just happened. And it did. The worst happened, and Ange is a fucking shit manager because he has no fucking ideas. And I don't give a shit. Like, I know people are going to disagree with me. They're going to be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I know what I'm talking about, because I watched enough Spurs matches to realize how fucking shit they are. Like, them and their fucking coach.
The bits that I watched, the only good thing that they did is when they got out of that pressure, and the best way to describe the exact moment was when Guardiola screamed at Doku to run, and he was saying, run, run, and Spurs had those little triangle 1-2. That was good, but then after that, they had nothing else. They weren't offering anything.
They don't offer. That's what I'm saying. They don't offer anything. Like, they are a team that genuinely do not offer anything. Let me just have a quick look at the lineups, right? Just so you. Okay, so they had Kulusevski on. So pretty much had a full team apart from Maddison, I think, isn't it? Apart from Maddison
and Sonny.
Oh, sorry, and Maddison came on. Yeah, so and Son. All right, fucking hell. So one player.
So one player. Right? I'm not saying anything to you.
So one player, right? And they had fucking Maddison come on, because I remember from conversations that we've had on the podcast in previous episodes where you said, oh, they missed Maddison and all this. Okay, fair enough. They brought Maddison on. They didn't do fuck all, and they actually lost.
Come on, it's difficult. City are
fine.
Relentless. City can do that to any team. What's impressive with Spurs for me is, and I'm not sticking up for them, but just a different perspective is City haven't scored at that ground in 6 games.
Don't matter.
This was the 7th game. They've scored it now, and obviously they won it and got knocked out of the way.
It's a knockout match. So
that's it. I could never really seen Spurs beat City, to be fair. Like, regardless, even if they had the full team with Son, Maddison, Kulusevski, Bentancur, Basuma, all these other players that you call, whoever you want to name, I couldn't really see them get past City, because City are just too strong. Even if they might have got a draw and then City got through regardless. But no, for me, Spurs fan need to demand a lot now, because Spurs have been granted the richest club in London, with intake or something of like plus 800 million, and if they bring in that kind of money in, and you're the richest club, so if you're the richest club in London now, as fans, you need to demand money gets invested into the team. Back the manager. This guy seems to do all right. He's bringing the feel good factor. He's talked to Spurs fans. They're trusting in Ange. They've got that song, Trusting in Ange again, or wherever it is. I don't know what song is being played.
Don't trust Ange that much, mate, because again, I'm just looking at the stats here, right? And have you seen these stats, by the way, from that match? So again, expected goals, you know how I feel about them. I don't really care, but just to give you an idea, right?
Yes, of course. People over the pond love the stats, so yeah, go for
Man City, right? Man City expected goals was 2.19, right? Spurs was 0.25, so a quarter of a fucking goal, right?
Yeah.
Ball possession was 43 to 57, right? Goal attempts, right? Are you ready for this? 18
This
for
needs to be
City.
recorded. The listeners need to see your facial expressions.
18 for City, right? 1 attempt. That's the full match, by the way. One attempt.
No,
That's the full fucking match, right?
And playing at home as well, by the way.
And playing at home. Shots on goal, 1 to 5. Shots off goal, 0, because, what the fuck? They had one shot which went on target, and then that was literally, it's like they didn't play the rest of the match.
Keeper caught it.
So yeah, let's just, can we just be honest with the way that fucking Spurs play? They are not a good team, and it's lucky for them that the rest, like Arsenal have obviously had a bit of a fall down. Liverpool didn't have a great start of the season. Newcastle obviously haven't been up to the races. Man City had a bad start to the season. So that's why Spurs are looking good. And I will maintain this until Spurs end second or fucking win the league. I'll eat my words. Then you can send me a fucking post.
Yes, I'll send you the post, yeah. So this doesn't count if they finish above you.
I mean,
because Gary Neville, I think that's what he's predicting, isn't he? He's saying Spurs will finish above Arsenal.
Hey, that's fine. I'll eat my words. If they finish above Arsenal, I'll eat my words. Okay. Yeah, send me the letter, bro. I'll eat it gladly. Make sure it's lined though. Yeah, make sure it's lined paper. So anyway, that's my rant on Spurs over. Right? I just had to mention that. Let's go back to the predictions.
Who have they got this week? Who have they got? Obviously back into the Premier League. Who do Spurs have? Let's give, obviously with Maddison coming back from injury, like a better judgment against them, because Timo Werner didn't offer anything that game. I don't know. Do you know the one where he was 1-on-1 and Kyle Walker caught him up?
Yeah. Oh my God.
And he was just running straight instead of cutting across, and everybody, all the commentators were like, "He can still do that." 33. I was like, because Werner just slowed the fuck down. Because what you do is you always get instructed on, as soon as you get the ball, the defender's behind you, you cut in front of the defender. Now either they slow down, or they take you out. Either or.
That's the only way to do it.
Very rarely do they take you out. They have to slow down, trying to get the ball, the yellow card, etc. That's the main reason. But Timo Werner had a chance there and he just didn't do it. They reminded me of a Mudryk there, because I've got the ball, let me run forward. But you're still slower than the guy who's running without the ball, because you have to slow down to touch the ball. Otherwise, you're kicking it from here to London Bridge.
Timo Werner is the epitome of what a Tottenham player is. Like, he embodies the whole Tottenham team as one player. He is that guy. And then when you add Richarlison at the top, which is fucking insane.
If you're anything like me, my headwear is only New Era caps. New Era is the official headwear provider for NFL, MLB, and the NBA. But New Era caps are not just headwear. They are a global brand of culture, style, and self-expression. I'm a huge fan of rap and hip-hop, and growing up, I used to watch artists sporting the New Era caps. I was mesmerized by the way they used to fit just perfectly. I remember my first ever New Era cap. It was a Blue Jays cap. I lived in Toronto, so it had to be. My favorite from my personal collection is my LA Dodgers. I have 2 different versions, fitted and the 940. What I love most about New Era is the quality of the product is second to none. I refuse to wear any other brand caps when New Era is available. So if you want to dress like your favorite sports stars and musicians, visit the official website neweracap.com and use the code TASHMIKE at checkout for 15% off. That's neweracap.com and use the code TASHMIKE for 15% off.
Anyways, well, let's get on to predictions before I lose my shit about Tottenham.
I can tell you're feeling very, very vexed.
Oh, I was waiting for this moment. Like, I watched bits of that match. Well, actually, I watched a lot of that match, to be honest, for me to come to this conclusion. But I was waiting to bring that up. Anyway, Nottingham, Arsenal, obviously, it's my team, so you go first with the prediction. What are we thinking? It's at Nottingham.
It's at Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
I think you'll win, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as it was against Palace. I think you'll probably win. Nottingham Forest will attack. But I think you've got the tactically you'll be better. Arteta will put better players. You should win. I think you will win. You'll probably win 3-1. Let's go 3-1. Maybe not 5, but maybe a 3-1. But
3-1,
if you're not careful, you could very easily lose this game as well, to be fair. So yeah, it's interesting.
I'm going to go 4-2.
4-2 for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, game of the week already. No need to look any further.
I don't think so. No, but not for me anyway. That's a heart attack game right there.
4-2 is a great result.
But okay, I mean 3-1.
It's the same. It's the same. For a reason, I just think 3-1 is just because will be probably you winning 2-1. They'll put all the players forward. You'll hit some counter like you did against Palace, and then make it 3-1. Just literally, if I was to put a bet on and predict a correct result, it would probably be a 3-1.
Now, why did you say that we could potentially lose this match? Because you said it was interesting, but why did you say that? Tell me what's interesting about that shit.
What's interesting about that shit is it's just a big striker up top. I don't know how they're going to play. I think Zinchenko might make him. It depends on his starting 11, to be honest with you. coming back from a 5-0, I've seen it to many teams. I've been on the receiving end of, like, as a Chelsea fan, we've beat one team and then gone and played against another team and gone, like, bang average because the players think the game's won before it's even started. Or we're fourth, or we're fifth, or we're Arsenal, or we were Chelsea back in my time, back when my team did it, it was very easy to think, lose the game 1-0. So that's where I'm at, really, just thinking on the players' mentality. But because you're fourth, you probably won't have that mentality. Now, this isn't a dig. It's more like we're fourth. We need to chase the pack because we were first for so long. So I think you're going to have that killer instinct and you'll probably win 3-1.
Actually, we're third.
Oh, you're third. Oh, who's fourth?
Villa.
Okay.
Villa third, yeah. And Tottenham are trailing 3 points behind Villa and Arsenal right now. So very tight, very, very tight. In that, so really look, and I agree with what you're saying though. It could be a game that that there's one Arsenal podcast I listen to, and he calls this a trap game, right? So what he means by that is, like, again, what you just said there. You know, you sort of underestimate your opponent, and you're like, we'll move past Nottingham, and then we'll look to the next one and say, well, no, you just go to Nottingham.
That's it.
You play the game at Nottingham, and then you think about the other match. So yeah, you're absolutely. I can see that. I can definitely see that. I'm going to go 4-2 because I think they're going to try and keep up that momentum that they had. They're well rested now. And I think we've got pretty much full squad. Gabriel, I think he's all right now. And Zinchenko will definitely play this match. I think it's a Zinchenko match, to be honest. Dropping into that, or moving forward into that midfield role, just adding a bit more with, and hopefully Rice can play as well. So yeah, I think 4-2. You're saying 3-1. Fair dues, man.
It's an interesting game because obviously they've got players that can hurt you as well. Like, not to your quality, not to your caliber.
No, but they can hurt. Yeah.
But they score goals. Like, Chris Wood can score goals, Hudson-Odoi can score goals, Elanga can score goals.
Elanga, what a player, by the way. What's
the guy in the middle? I forgot his name. The captain, Gibbs White. He's a decent player.
He's a good player, yeah. He's a good player, Gibbs White, yeah.
Nuno has done all right. He's done all right there since taking over. So we'll see. It should be an interesting game, to be fair.
It could.
I still think you'll win, easily win.
It could
not as easy as Palace. I don't want to contradict myself, but yeah.
No, of course.
You guys.
It could well be the game of the week. At least for that day.
I'll tell you now.
but obviously, don't forget we've got Villa Newcastle later on in the evening as well. So that could definitely has the recipe for the game of the week.
There's a bit of payback because Newcastle slapped them.
Yes,
and everybody thought they were going to struggle. So we'll see.
That was an
interesting game.
That was the first game of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, first game of the season.
Yeah. I was on
or 4-1 or something silly like that.
I was at a bachelor's party for that, and I remember watching it live in a club somewhere. And yeah, obviously with Newcastle fans around me because it was in Newcastle. And I remember watching that match, and I was obviously got carried away with the whole Newcastle support at that time before obviously that bullshit happened. So before I put the curse on them. But anyway, moving on, we've got Fulham-Everton at Fulham. What are we thinking? Everton just lost in the FA Cup to Luton.
Wow.
So, they need to respond. And I don't think against Fulham is that.
Yeah. Where is it at? Is it at Goodison or Fulham?
It's at Fulham.
It's at Fulham.
Yeah.
Probably 1-0 Fulham. I can't see Everton doing anything. I'm really worried for Everton. They've got more sanctions coming towards their way. I think players are going to start looking for a way out and like down tools and just get on the phone to their agent and be like, find me another club for the summer because I'm not going to the Championship.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with you. I don't. If Luton carry on in this sort of nice little trajectory that they got going on, like they do little bits, Luton, compared to Burnley and Sheffield.
Yeah, that's it. They do, but I'm just thinking another sanction, another 10-point deduction for Everton, and that's
what I'm saying.
They're at the bottom of the league.
I agree. Yeah. Dead last, and there's no way coming back from that. So I think I'm going to go 3-0 Fulham. I think Everton are probably in the phase right now where it's like they're probably going to be feeling that FA Cup loss. They're going to be slapped about by Sean Dyche, and but I don't think they're going to respond because of the reasons that you just mentioned. Yeah. So I agree.
I agree. I can't see them scoring. Similar to you. I don't 2-0. 2-0. I said 1-0 to start with, but now that I heard they got beat and playing them so soon and being at Fulham, I'm going to give him an extra goal, Fulham. So hopefully him and his scores. I have him more fantasy league. Yeah, go on, my mate.
Go on, my mate. I think I've got two players. I've got 2 players to play, or a few players to play. I can't remember.
I've still benched Salah, Son. I've not even changed. I'm just trying to change as I could because when these guys come back, I don't think I'm able to afford them. So I'm trying to change them and keep them in the team so that Salah, Son, and Haaland can do something for the final third of the season.
I'm going with cheaper options so I can afford Haaland and Salah when they come back. But I hope. Well, I don't think Egypt are out, aren't they? Are they out now of the AFCON?
I don't know.
I can't remember because I know. I think they lost.
He's injured anyway, isn't he? He's injured for next month or something.
Oh, there you go. Then so happy days. And obviously, when we get to that Chelsea-Liverpool match,
he's not there.
No, he's not. So it's going to be fun. Yeah, he ain't there, bro. But next match we've got Luton-Brighton. It's at Luton. And obviously, you know, Brighton won in the FA Cup, Luton won in the FA Cup. So two teams
I think Luton
coming
might
in.
Win it, you know.
I was going to say that. I genuinely was. I was thinking like a 1-0.
Luton might take it. Yeah, something silly. 1-0, 2-1, like a 1-goal difference, like scrappy. Yeah, something
1-0 drop back,
take
mate.
the lead and just do that. In a way, I need Pedro Porro to score because he's definitely on my fantasy team. But Luton. And, you know, I want Luton to win. I don't know why I've not a hatred, but like real dislike for Brighton for absolutely tearing my team into shreds in terms of financially. 66 for Cucurella, 115 for so-and-so.
You should applaud them for being so shrewd.
I would if they did it to you guys, but when they do it to us, I'm like, you bastards.
Well, they tried that with Trossard, but we bought him for 27 million, and he's been incredible. So
yeah, he's been fantastic, exactly. And we have end up getting some absolute, exactly.
I can understand why you hate them.
I hate them because my guys are just so weak, but hate is a strong word. I just dislike them. We'll just go with I just dislike them for now.
I think they shafted you and Liverpool, to be honest.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, who's the guy that the World Cup winner that they got? McAllister. Yeah, how much was he by the way? Wasn't it like 50 or something? No, it wasn't 50.
35, I think. Yeah,
35. Yeah. 35. But still,
you guys got shafted.
We received the double shafted. We received the gang.
You got a double penetration right there. I'm not going to lie to you.
And
you
the
got
rest.
a proper DP.
Todd Bowley's sitting down ever since.
You got blacked raw. Anyways, so kids, stay off the internet. It's bad out there.
Of course, it was for kids. It wasn't for you. You do what you want. You're a grown ass man.
It's cool. I don't watch any of that. I don't know what it is. We're both going 1-0 Luton in this one, right?
Yeah, let's bring it back.
And this prediction is purely based on your hatred for Brighton, right?
That's literally it. So yeah, you're being a team player and supporting your boy.
I support my boy, absolutely.
That's
wingman and all this. It's all them nights out that we used to have. Wingman and we've got the badges for it and shit.
That's it. Do you know? Speaking of nights out, very quickly, one of the best nights out we've ever had was that 5p game when we started playing.
Oh, that was
where it was just lads, because our main focus and everybody around us as well was just on each other. It wasn't like sort of like trying to attract opposite sex or anything like. It was literally just us boys.
I was trying to hit on women, but it was this time it was the boys. Yeah,
we wasn't hitting on the boys. It was just the boys. Yeah, that's it.
Let's just be clear about that one. Okay, stay off the internet, kids.
So yeah, 1-0 Luton.
1-0 Luton, yeah, we'll go with that. But yeah, sorry, that 5p game, by the way, that was epic because I remember the first time we played that game, you came with the 5p. And you literally got a bottle of sanitizer.
So good.
You got a bottle of sanitizer.
Yeah.
No, don't worry, boys. It's clean. Yeah, it's clean. Boop, dropped. It's like, oh, you bastard.
The best thing was, I think you got. Who did you get? You didn't get me? I think you got one of the boys who's in the group chat, and he's just ordered his Corona.
Yeah.
And you just went and touched. Like as soon as his hand touched you, you dropped the 5p in his thing, and he was just like, "But I just paid for this." And and obviously we were studentish. Yeah, I think we were students. So obviously we didn't really have the money. So when we paid for a drink, we wanted it to last at least half an hour. It wasn't kind of like down in 1 second.
I think we made the rule afterwards, didn't we? You have to have your drink for a bit before you actually do that.
It became silly.
Can we? I was going to say, I mean, I'd love to play that game again, bro, but my bank account doesn't work like that anymore. And B, my liver.
My body doesn't work. Yeah, exactly.
Actually, you know what? Forget the liver because I haven't abused my liver, so I can take it for that night, but it's the day after that I can't deal with.
The day, singular. I'm talking days.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I get man flu, and it used to be 3 days. I used to say to even now, I say to my wife, it's fine. Second and third day, I'll be all right. I'll be fine. Only 3 days. 5 days, bro. 5 days to a week. I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually, I can't get up. I'm drained. Before, like, first one, I could feel it coming in. And I'd be like, hey, it's all right. Make yourself welcome for 48 hours because you're leaving. And then this motherfucker decides to stay till day 6. I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? And it's old age.
It's a guest that overstays his welcome. So.
That's it.
Right, next game. We've got Crystal Palace, Sheffield United. Palace against Sheffield United. It's at Palace. I don't know. I mean,
they need to respond, but then Sheffield just going to make it. I think it'll be a draw. To be fair, I think I'm going to go for 1-1. I know you wanted to go first on this one. I'll jump the gun.
no, that's fine. That's fine.
But I'm just going to go for a 1-1. I don't really care for it either way, but just making a prediction, 1-1.
Do you know what it is, right? I think I'm going to go with a Palace win. I'm just looking at that match, and then Palace just sort of pop out at me that they're going to win.
Maybe.
I think it's going to be 2-0 Palace.
Oh wow! Okay.
I know that's a bold prediction. It really is,
and especially against a Chris Wilder team who's probably going to sit there with everybody at the back line and trying to hit on the counter. That's what I think anyway. But no, 2-0 could easily happen. They'll score first and then they'll come out, score again. So yeah, I can see it happening. But for me, I just think 1-1. I don't know why. McBride, or whatever his name is, the ginger kid up top. McBurney, isn't it? McBurney.
Yeah, McBurney. Yeah.
Yeah, McBride is at Everton. McBurney, so maybe he'll get a goal, a header or something, and then Palace will score as well. So yeah.
My boy Michael Olise, because
he's quality.
And again, another player that I would love to buy, and Palace obviously they need money, so I think that's one player that I would urge Arteta to purchase for the next season. But
there'll be bidding wars for him though. Coming this summer, City want him, Chelsea want him, Arsenal want him. I think that a lot of teams, United want him.
If he's clever enough, he wouldn't pick a Chelsea or a City, because Chelsea's got their own problems to deal with right now in terms of the amount of players that they have. At City, he's not going to really get a great game. At City, I don't think, when you've got Doku there, you've got Alvarez there, you know what I mean? And you've got players that can you've got Grealish there, you've got Bernardo who can play on that side as well.
Unless, do you think that City are preparing for some sort of a financial fair play, selling Phil Foden for like 80 to 90 million?
That's cheap.
And he replaces Foden.
That's cheap.
Because obviously if they sell Foden for like 90, 100, 110, whatever, because I'm just thinking realistically, who's going to buy him? The top clubs are going to pay, let's say, 3 figures. Obviously it's not 3 figures, it's like 8 figures, but let's say 100 3 figures, everything speaking in the million terms. Yeah. Who's going to really be able to afford Phil Foden, and who's going to pay 100 million for Phil Foden to afford him? So for that reason, I think they'll probably reduce it to like 80, so they can have 80 million profit. Not that they need it, because they won everything last year, but just in case there's something there that's not being made public yet. Because Guardiola does this, doesn't he? He gets an eye on a player and he buys him, and you think, why would you go to City? There's nowhere for you to play, and then next season you are the main guy, unless you're Calvin Phillips and you just don't know what you're doing.
He was just shit though. So you can't really, you can't blame Pep for that one, because it turned out really bad. But I think with City, obviously their CEO left, didn't he? He went to Man United. He jumped ship. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, look, that kind of tells a bit of its own story, because why would you leave the team that's literally won the treble? They're about to win probably another league.
Well, we say the treble. They've probably won everything, because they won the Europa, the Super Cup, the World Cup. They've literally won everything.
That's right. Yeah, they actually have. Yeah, the what is it? The quintuplets. I don't even know what.
It's probably 5. Whatever the
whatever the 5 is. Yes.
Whatever the word for 5.
That's what I was trying to find, but not quintuplets. That's.
But at the end of the pod, I've got a little question for you to do a little ranking in order. So I heard this question the other day. Some of the lads were talking at work. They said, I think they heard it on Talk Shite, but I thought I'll ask Larry on how he orders 1 to 5. I think it was 1 to 5. Yeah, 1 to 5, 1 to 4, whichever way. But I'm going to give you some scenarios, and then you tell me which one's like great one. But yeah, so so Palace for you. Then who else is on a Wednesday?
And then we've got this is Tuesday, by the way. So and then the last game of the day is Aston Villa versus Newcastle at Villa Park. What do you think?
Oof. I'm hoping Villa goes strong. I want Villa, to be fair.
I think Villa I'll take that L.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking I want Villa, but then again, do I want Villa to win? Because they're going to play Chelsea in the FA Cup, and I don't really want them to be in a high. Okay, obviously what I want doesn't matter. I think Villa will win. I think Villa are going to win. It's going to be a big game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. For some reason, I can see this being a 4-2, and I can see Villa scoring all 4 goals.
So game of the week.
I think Isak will score goals, so I think I'm going to go 4-2 Villa.
4-2 Villa. That's 4-2 madness. I think they're going to take the L.
No.
I think they're going to take the L. I think it's going to be...
It's going to be a draw. 2-2. Put me down for a 2-2. 4-2.
Put you down for a 2-2.
Because Watkins isn't really firing at the minute. So yeah, but put me down for a 2-2.
2-2. Okay. I was going to say 3-1 Newcastle, to be honest with you. At Villa Park. Yeah, I don't know. I think because Newcastle they've been well rested comparison to Villa. So that may have something to do with it. Again, we're talking about professional footballers, so chances are that none of this matters anyway, this well rested or not. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless they're playing the day after, a couple of days in between. That's what these guys are conditioned to do.
Yes,
so maybe that's probably the wrong thing to bring up in the conversation. But I don't know. I think Newcastle, they've had that rest. They've had time to build for this match. They've had time to look forward to this match. So, yeah, I think for that reason, I think I'll put myself down for a 3-1.
You put yourself down for a 3-1. Love that.
3-1. I think Isak may get a double. Unfortunately, Anthony Gordon, as much as I don't care for him, he'll probably score as well. But there you go.
He's quality, though, isn't he? Isak, we say this in every episode.
Isak,
he is quality. Yeah. He is quality. Because speaking of Newcastle quickly, they're trying to offer Callum Wilson to Chelsea because they know Chelsea need a striker. They're like, oh, do you want to buy Callum Wilson so that they can meet their financial fair play?
Yeah. They're trying to get shafted, bro. They're trying to shaft Chelsea again.
He's better than what we've got, though, mate. But it depends at what price. Like, is Callum Wilson going to cost 50 million? Let's be realistic.
Injury prone as well.
Yeah, injury prone. Like they'll want as much as they can to kind of balance the books, but. We need to stay away from that. What we need to come back is with a counter offer and say, give you 80 million for Isak. How's that grab you?
Yeah.
And then really test the waters with that and see like how much are they willing to sell Isak.
Obviously, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about Chelsea's finances, but obviously they're probably towing the line of FFP as well.
We are past the line. What we're trying
the line is a dot to you.
Exactly. The line is a dot to you. That's what Todd concedes. That's why there's rumours of selling Conor Gallagher and Armando Broja, the academy graduates.
That's probably the best thing that you guys can do.
Probably, but again, who's going to buy him for a decent price? We probably need to generate it around 90 million. Can we sell them both for 45, or can we sell one for 50 and the other one for 30? Do you know what I mean? Who's dumb enough to spend the money? You
could probably make a case for Gallagher going at 45 million, but there's absolutely no way that Armando Broja...
Gallagher is the 70. Gallagher's a 60, 70. That's what they're holding out for, because that's what they're trying to do, because Broja is not going to be that high. Broja's going... We rejected an offer. Rumor was today we rejected an offer from an unnamed Premier League club because Chelsea are holding out for 35 million for Broja.
For Broja?
Broja.
Nah, keep him. Keep him. Let him warm your bench.
To keep him because we need to make sure that we meet financial fair play.
If he warms your bench right, that means that you don't spend that much on heating. So technically, he'll be saving a bit of money as well.
Money, yeah, especially with
There you go. That's why I didn't become a financial advisor. But okay, that's fine. So next day, Wednesday, we've got first game of the night, Man City Burnley. Sorry, I don't even know why I asked that. Should we just move on from that one? Do you want to answer it?
Go on, you go first on this one. What are you going to say?
I think.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet after you.
I think City are going to fucking kill them, and I think it's going to be 4-5-0. Like, I'm going to go 4-0. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think 4-0 as well.
It's going to be ruthless against them, just to be like, yeah, we are here and we will win the league again. And I think this match, probably Kevin De Bruyne will start. And if he starts, game over already. You might as well just end the game. Just forfeit, give them the 3-0, and then you won't be embarrassed. So, yeah, moving on. Tottenham-Brentford, London Derby, another one in the long line of London Derbies.
London Derbies, yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Just every capital cities, just like so many teams over here, man. But I think Spurs will win. I think Spurs will beat them. I think Ivan Toney's obviously fairy tale heroic return for some stupid reason. The way Sky Sports made it seem like as if he'd just come back from the war, not for the fact that he broke the rules and he got banned. It was like as if he'd literally just left MI6, retired, James Bond, saved the world, but returned water to some countries in Africa and Far East Asia, and all of a sudden now he's back from doing some good Samaritan work.
Ivan Jesus is
literally
back.
That guy. Literally Ivan Teresa. Jesus. That's what I was going with. I had Ivan Teresa on my head, but you beat me with Ivan Jesus.
Jesus.
That guy. And I don't think he'll do anything, to be fair with you. I feel like I've got a sour taste for Ivan Jesus simply because of Brentford wanting 100 million. I don't know. It's not his fault, is it? It's not really his fault, but this is just a sour taste. Right. You hear his name and you think, simply because of the 100 million asking price. But
I'm having that
without getting sidetracked. I think Spurs will win. I'm hoping Spurs will win because I just don't feel for Brentford. I hope 3-1 Spurs.
See, I don't know how to like. I'm feeling the same way. Like, you know how you feel about Ivan Toney. I feel about Spurs. I'm like, right. My head says that Spurs will win, but my heart wants Brentford to fucking kill them. So I'm just gonna meet somewhere in the middle, and I'm gonna fuck it. Look. We've talked about these predictions and the way that we predict them. They have to be realistic, not what we want.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with the Tottenham win. I think maybe 1-0 Tottenham. I don't think they're going to score more than that, to be honest. Unless Werner obviously decides to like make this one of those games where he scores and then he doesn't score for another 20.
Yes,
but
justifies his price in one game, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm not going to play. And then you're like, bro, you can't do it just in one game.
Please carry on.
Score
because
more,
when Son comes back, he ain't playing no more, bro. So
I don't think he'll get in the game. Yeah.
But I think Tottenham are going to win. As much, I don't think Brentford are a weak team by any means, but I just feel like maybe Ange could. He's probably sort of got it into them that this is the way I need you to play, and if Brentford go out attacking, then Tottenham will annihilate them. Will absolutely annihilate them.
And that's what I think will happen. I think they'll try and attack, and obviously Tottenham need a response, especially losing to City in the way that they did, defended for so long, and like it was in a way that they did. They deserved to lose because they offered nothing, as you read the stats.
Yes, they offered nothing. Yeah.
But I think I'm with you. I think Spurs will win, but I think it'll be more of a 3-1 rather than a 1-0.
Yeah. I can see that. I can definitely see that as well, to be honest. But I'm just thinking maybe Thomas Frank, he's not going to be stupid enough to go out all attacking. But there you go. I mean, Kulusevski on the break, Bentancur, you got Werner, who's a fast player, Richarlison's a fast player. So, they have players to hurt you. That is, by the way, just for the listener, that is, I will say that about Spurs because that is the truth. However, the way that they play are absolute trash. Garbage shit. But anyways, moving on, and last game of the day, Liverpool, Chelsea at Anfield. Rick, should I take this one first?
Take. Go first.
Should I take first? Okay, I think I'm going to take it first. Okay. Now, the way I look at this is, I can see, like, my head says Liverpool are going to win. Yeah. Liverpool are going to win. I'm saying like Liverpool are going to win, but I've got a funny feeling that you will win the final, like the Carabao Cup. I don't know what it is. I've got a funny feeling, as good as Liverpool are and can be, I just feel like the final, I don't think Klopp will win it. I think he'll probably be one of those things where it's like, you came close to winning this on your last season, but you didn't do it. And I don't know, but Chelsea are going to win that final. But this match, unfortunately, Liverpool will win. And I'm going to go with a fucking, I don't know, like a 3-1, 4-1, something like that. Do you know what? Wow. I'm gonna make it 3-2. I'll make it 3-2. I'll be nice to you.
Oh wow! I can't see scoring 3-2. To be fair with you, I'm with you in the terms of Liverpool really being the favourites to win it. I think it's a draw. The only reason I think it's a draw is simply, and that's a great result for us. But I was hoping this would be on a Sunday or a Tuesday afternoon at 3:00, where the fans are there, the cameras are not there. But on a Wednesday night, under the lights at Anfield, against Chelsea, there's that little sort of a recent rivalry, isn't it, since the Mourinho Benitez. Yeah. So it kind of has the feel of a Champions League night, effectively being on a Wednesday night. So it's going to be tough for us. One thing is Szoboszlai is probably still injured, I think. I don't know if he's returning. Trent is out.
Yeah, Trent's out.
And if Trent is out, Salah's out. Don't get me wrong, they've still got Diaz, Nunes, Jota.
I think Diaz may be off as well because I think he just had a kid, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I wish him all the very best. He can take
care of the kid. Stay out there, bro.
I'm sure you're feeling the same when you play Liverpool the week off.
Absolutely.
Liverpool on the weekend. So stay out there, kid.
Absolutely.
But moving on to what I was thinking, I think it'll be a draw. I think we'll go toe to toe with them simply because their midfield is weak, and I think that's where we will try and exploit it. But everywhere else, they're strong. But Sterling against the new kid, if Sterling plays on the left back, come on. I'm expecting Sterling to torture Bradley. I think his name was Bradley.
Yes.
I'm expecting him to torture Bradley. But then what do you do? Because we don't have anybody else in the box. Then what do you offer? Then where do you go from there? So it's tricky, but maybe a set piece will get a goal from a set piece or something, and then just really close up shop to try it. Because if Liverpool score first, then it could be the floodgates opening. We could really see a Man United against Liverpool result.
I don't think it's going to be like that. The last. Right, so here's something interesting, right? So the last 8 meetings between Liverpool and Chelsea are 1-1, 0-0, 0-0.
Yeah, no.
0-1, so that's to Liverpool. They won on penalties. 0-1 to Liverpool. They won on penalties. Both wins for Liverpool so far have been at Stamford Bridge, right?
Yeah.
Before that, 2-2, 1-1, 0-1. That 0-1 was Chelsea winning against Liverpool at Anfield. Okay, so that was 2021.
Yeah.
So that was 2021, and let's not go before that because it's not good reading for you. But so my point being, this, like,
It's got draw written all over it. Honestly.
It's got a draw written all over it. But 3-2. I mean, after reading that, I probably swayed a little bit more towards Chelsea, but I'm going to go 3-2 Liverpool. I'll stick with Liverpool.
Still sticking to Liverpool 3-2.
I'll stick with that, yeah.
I can see it. It's players like Jota that really scare me. Really scare me. And we're still defensively, we're a young defensive team. In terms of Thiago's obviously got the experience, but the rest of them are just like young millionaires, and I just really don't think their heart is in the right place yet for Chelsea. And we've touched on it last time. 8-year contracts. You're making $100,000 a week every week for the next 8 years. Come on,
you've got no reason to play.
Your life is sorted for your life, your grandma's life, your auntie's life, your cousin's life, that person that you thought you knew.
The next 4 generations are sorted.
Are all
without
sorted,
a doubt.
exactly. Yeah. So it's interesting, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping to have a decent performance like we did against the big boys, you, City, Spurs, Arsenal. Well, Arsenal is you, but yeah, Liverpool as well, especially that first game of the season. The one thing that's kind of giving me a bit of confidence, no Salah, no Szoboszlai in the middle. Hopefully 38 and Jonesy can play, and no Trent. Trent for the passes is a killer passes.
He does, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
Forward, he's incredible. So, but we've got our own problems as well, because how would I start that? That's keep the same back four that started against Aston Villa, to be honest with you. Badiashile, although he didn't offer much going forward, he was pretty defensive. He was pretty solid at the back until he got moved into centre defensive midfield. Centre defence, and all of a sudden he was just like, mistake. I don't know. He couldn't seem to sort his feet out. So it's interesting to see what lineup he picks, because he's going to pick the freshest as possible lineup. So maybe Chilwell will start, maybe Mudryk will start.
Maybe you can get a Bryan there. I'll be honest with you. I think maybe I know, obviously, well, you've got no one else really, so maybe Bryan starting could be a good thing, because he's going to go up against Konate and Van Dijk.
That's it. We need somebody big,
monster defenders.
And you hope that he's just going to be up for the challenge.
I hope he's going to take the occasion. Yeah,
if you're really trying to, that's the word. Rise to the occasion. Because and send a message. You're trying to sell me.
Yeah.
Don't sell me. I'm Chelsea through and through. This is what I can do. But you need to show that, because at the end of the day, we're in a results business, and if you're not scoring and performing, here's the door. Because
it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing.
So for me, 1-1. The result is 1-1 or 0-0.
That's fair. I think
it's going to be a boring 0-0 though. I'll be honest with you. Like it's got the hype to be like, oh, what a game. But I think it's going to be a boring 0-0. But I'm going to go for a 1-1.
I'm saying 3-2 because 2-2 for the majority of the game, and then fucking Jota will score right at the end.
I'm calling that prick because he's playing against my team.
He's too good.
Against everybody else,
if you haven't been following the podcast, we really rate Diogo Jota. So, and then on Thursday we've got West Ham Bournemouth. What are we thinking? Do some quick fire ones.
Quick fire ones. West Ham Bournemouth. West Ham 2-1.
West Ham 2-1. I'm gonna go 2-0 West Ham on that one. And then we've got Wolves Man United at Wolves.
Man United are getting beat at Wolves. 2-1.
You read my mind. You read my mind. I'm gonna.
O'Neill's beating Eric.
O'Neill's beating Eric. I love it. Gary versus Eric. Love it. I'm going to go with Gary's. We're going to go with Gary's on this. Yeah. I think Wolves, I'm going to say 1-0 to Wolves. It's going to be a tight game, but I think they'll steal it right at the end. So, But yeah, look, Rick, predictions. We got through them. We got through some predictions, and hopefully we'll be back on Friday, or maybe even Thursday evening.
We could do Thursday evening. So
Thursday evening, because
we can predict for the weekend, because there's a huge game on the weekend. It's Arsenal, Liverpool. The table clash. So it should be an interesting game for you guys. But so here's the scenarios, right? So
go on, hit me with some scenarios
before we go, because I'm cautious of the time as well. Yeah,
do it.
And I want you to rank them. Like, what in your mind? What is the best? Like, wow,
okay.
Like my team to be able to do that. So I want to go with the first one, because your team's already done it. So going unbeaten. So the Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
The next one is two teams have done it. Obviously, the treble, City and United. Yeah. Liverpool could do it this year. The quadruple, winning Carabao, FA, Premier League, and Europa League. So obviously not the Champions League, but the Europa League.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
City could also do it this year, which is win 4 in a row. So 4 Premier Leagues in a row. So far we've got 4 things, yeah? So Invincible,
okay.
No particular order. I want you to rank them like what you think is like really good achievement for a team.
Okay.
Yeah, so Invincible, 4 in a row, quadruple, treble. Or the alternative, I'm just going to throw something in there for Chelsea because there was nothing in there for Chelsea. That season when Mourinho took over and we conceded 14 goals all season.
I'm going to put that one last. Winning the treble because two teams have done it. I'm going to put that second. Not second to last, second, I mean.
Oh, second. Okay, so we've got first and second already done. First, what's first?
I think first, look, I'll be honest. First, it has to be the Invincible season.
No, behave.
I think.
So biased.
Listen. My point is that again, when you look at City in like a Carabao Cup, for example, and they've won it fucking 17 times or some shit. I just don't think that's a very good achievement. And the fact that two teams have won the treble already, and again, that's not to say that they won't.
City's one of those two teams, though, bro.
No, that's
United and City are the only two teams who have done it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with what, like, that's why I would put the Invincible season first because we went a whole season without losing a match in the Premier League. Without losing a match. Can you fathom that for a second, please? Like, your team conceded 14 goals when Mourinho took over, right? And you lost what? You lost one or two matches?
I think we lost two matches, yeah.
You lost two matches, right? So again,
and we
were close.
Points that year. I think we won more matches than obviously you guys because you.
Okay, I get it. I get it. I know what you're gonna say. 26 wins, 12 draws. I get it, but we didn't lose a single fucking match. Not a single match was lost that Premier League season. So I have to put that first because there is no other team that will ever achieve that in the Premier League. I don't care how good City are, and the fact that the City have been that good and they've won that many Premier Leagues in the last 10 years, and Chelsea were that good and won that many Premier Leagues in that many years. I just don't think a team is going to come close to that. That's why I put it first. Not because they're my team. That helps, obviously. But that's why the Invincible season has to be first because there is no other team that's going to achieve that, and that is a fucking great achievement in itself.
Yeah.
Do you see my point? Like, am I making a good point?
I see your point, but I think the Invincible season has been like kind of over glorified. Reason I say that is because you didn't win the Champions League, so we've been invincible in the season.
Talking Premier League though,
exactly. No, I'm talking like for Premier League, but obviously the quadruple and treble winning. For me, the treble winning is for me is the number one. I agree with you. Chelsea 14 goals defensive record, blah blah blah, is definitely last because yes, okay, it was a defensive record. I think Liverpool could possibly do it. City could do it. It could easily be done. After Chelsea fourth, I do think it's the Invincible season. I think winning the trophies, like especially the treble, the Premier League and the Champions League, that goes first. 4 in a row for City. I'm debating whether it's second or third. To Liverpool this year winning quadruple.
That goes second to last, to be honest. I'm just thinking in terms of achievement because City have won that many leagues so far. Do you know what I mean?
For me, it's incredible how they can win it again. Because you think about it, like Fergie won it twice in a row. Chelsea won it twice in a row under Mourinho. I think Arsenal may have won it twice in a row.
Squad depth.
Teams adapt very quickly to how you play. It's that, but it's Guardiola. It's not even squad depth, bro. I think it's Guardiola because it's more or less the same 11 playing every time.
Not really. I mean, no, but he's got squad depth, as in like he will change players around and they will just slot into that position. Like I understand, I get it, but I'm saying it's squad depth. Like if Pep Guardiola was at Chelsea, for example, I'm pretty sure he would have won that many Premier Leagues. I don't care about like money-wise or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
But there's no way a Pep Guardiola, as good as he has been throughout his career, there's no way that he's going to go a whole season unbeaten. You see what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but just being unbeaten is not really enough because you could go unbeaten.
They won the Premier League. They won the gold trophy, and the only team to win a gold trophy, by the way. Like, let's just be honest about that. But look, exactly. I understand what you're saying.
For me, it's very much more like of a publicity stunt. It's like, oh, it was the Concorde, and I get what the Concorde did, and then it stopped, and it's never been achieved again. But everybody else can go as fast as that. Okay, not in a commercial airline, but jets are going as fast as that sort of thing.
Yeah, teams but we're talking commercial airliners. That's not the same league. That's not the same category, though, is it?
Yeah, it's for me. It's not that great. It's great. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not shitting it. It is great, but it definitely is not. It's not
until another team achieve that. I don't think that will be beaten, and that's why, because of the question that you asked, and that's why I will put that first because.
And this is the thing, you'll never be beaten because of the phrase. The phrase is invincible, so you can go unbeaten. And then there's no way to kind of like, once you measure it, which unbeaten season was better, then obviously you go draws or wins, etc.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's like if City went 32 games like winning and then they only drew 6 games, obviously that will be a fucking better achievement than what Arsenal did. But until that moment where a team can go a whole season unbeaten, the fact that they fought,
it's fantastic, but they
fought every single one of those 12 draws. They fought till the very end because I watched the majority of those matches.
I watched
and do you know what I'm saying? So
I hear you,
that's why I think
treble winning, bro. Like treble winning is something different. Like I think treble winning.
2 teams have done it though, so it's very achievable. It's very achievable. Do you see what I'm saying? Like Liverpool had the chance to win a quadruple.
Anybody else has done it.
Look, that's why I go back to what I said about City. It's squad depth. That's why they have the ability to do that because they can put in the players to slot in those positions. And Liverpool team,
you guys had
Liverpool
a squad depth, so didn't you? Like out of everybody else back then, you guys had a squad depth in that season that you went unbeaten. You had a pretty decent squad. Pretty big enough squad like when Wenger came in. Well, like fair enough, but like if you're going to pick out individual players, like fucking Bob. For City,
Bob been fucking scoring, mate. Like I don't know what you're talking about. Oscar Bob been scoring, fam. So I think
we'll forever agree to disagree on this one because maybe it's a different thing. Listen, I'm not shitting it. What you guys, that unbeaten season is incredible, and it's incredible to have the goal trophy, like you say. But for me personally, again, is Champions League at number one, first of all. Like obviously the creme de la creme of trophies. Okay, Premier League is tougher because you've got to be consistent for 38 games. Champions League, you've got to be consistent for 6, and then it's knockout football, and you can probably fire yourself up for that. But to be able to win the league, the Champions League, and the FA Cup, and I hear we say 2 teams have done it. Chelsea were close to doing it with a domestic double rather than the league. We didn't win and so on. But the treble, it just seems incredible. For me, personally, it's always the treble. It's always been like to try and win more trophies. I hear what you're saying. It won't probably be beaten again in our lifetime. The way things are going now, teams are always scrapping for 1-0 and you end up losing. Liverpool did it with Watford, lost 3-0. And then Arsenal messaged them on Twitter saying, thank you, Watford, and then smashed them next week. I think it was like 4-1 or 4 something. Arsenal beat Watford that season. So it's and that was Liverpool's only loss, I think, that year when they won the title.
It was one loss,
one loss, and that was against Watford. So
they came very close.
They came
very,
so close to be an unbeaten. What's it called? Invincible. But yeah, out of those 4 scenarios, for me it's fourth best. Fourth best being invincible. Like winning trophies has got to be like the great. Personally. But yeah,
we did win the trophy though. We did win the trophy. We won the Premier League and a gold trophy. No, but that's fine.
8 trophies.
No, but that's fine. But again, we won that trophy.
3 trophies.
We won that trophy without being beaten though. That's what I'm saying. Like that in itself is a great achievement. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
I think, was it like did City win the trophy last year without being beaten in the Champions League?
In the Champions League,
invincible in the Champions League because I think they won every game.
Leipzig or some
every game in the knockout stage. And then I think they drew. I don't know.
Did they lose a game in the group stage?
I don't know.
I thought they lost to like Leipzig or something.
Like if you win the Champions League invincible, it doesn't have the same effect as winning the league invincible.
38 games, mate.
Publicity.
38 games.
38 games of it, but title is title. Invincible. You know what I mean? It's one competition that you were invincible on. That's where I'm at.
That's fair.
I'm all for trophies, but listen, I'm not shitting about there. Any listeners, I'm not being petty, a Chelsea fan or anything. I think it's incredible what they've done. 38 games without a single L.
Now, if you said quadruple, what would be then? Yeah, obviously the quadruple would be
the only reason I put Liverpool. The only reason I put Liverpool,
and you can't. By the way, you can't.
It's lower down. It's simply because it's Europa League and not Champions League.
You can't do it. Yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count, I'm afraid. No,
right? It doesn't count. Sorry, Liverpool fans. It doesn't.
No, it just doesn't. That's it.
It's not the same.
They can win the treble. No, they can't win the treble. No, they can't.
They can't win the treble. The only treble they can win is again,
the domestic treble.
Domestic treble, yeah.
Yeah, domestic treble. So it's not the same thing. It's not the
treble.
I agree. I think for me personally, invincible, the fact that you never lost in 38 fucking matches, you didn't actually lose, and then the treble. It's just, hey, look, don't get me wrong. Shit, I would love to win the Champions League. Like, let's not make any mistake about that, right? Like, I would love to win the Champions League. 100%. But I just feel like with the treble, the fact that 2 teams have done it, if City hadn't done it and Man United were the only ones, probably that could go first. But the fact that 2 teams have done it, that means that it's very doable. Very, very doable.
Oh, it's doable. Anything is doable, but it's very difficult to be doable. That's the only thing. You've got to invest a lot and got to have the right manager, I think. Because even like, anything is doable in the sense of like the way I look at it. You could be invincible if it's doable, but it's very difficult to be invincible.
And the level of difficulty, that's what I'm saying. It's a level of difficulty.
It's increasing every year, and obviously, the Premier League's getting tougher and
tougher. That's why I'm putting it first. That's why I'm putting that first. That's fine. Hey, look, fair enough.
We're going by the level of difficulty. Surely City winning 3 and winning 4 Premier Leagues in the bounce will be higher, because the level it'll never happen again. If these things are getting more difficult each year,
not necessarily.
Invincible may not happen, but then you surely. Anyway,
not necessarily about
by the way, until the sun comes home or the cows come home, whatever that saying is. Because I'm just looking at the time. It's 1:30 something we've been going for. This was meant to be a quick pod.
This was meant to be a quick one. I don't understand how we keep doing this. I was going to say, sorry, with City winning the 4th Premier League on the bounce or whatever it is, again, you have to take into account the other teams around them. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to take into account how well or how badly the other teams around them have performed. That's why I don't class that as like a major achievement. Shit, you won 3 in a row. All right, nice one. 4th one. All right, mate. Sound. Do you see what I mean? It gives that gives that vibe. It's like, okay, but the other teams around you, they've been just piss poor decision making in players that they brought in strategies that they've utilized in matches. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I
totally agree. That's why they haven't. They've not started it from start to finish. Like last year, they were chasing you. This year, they're chasing Liverpool. Previous year, I think they beat Liverpool by a point to the league. What was it, like 111 to 110 or whatever it was, like record high points. It's Guardiola, bro. Like, all it is Guardiola. It's Pep, because once Guardiola leaves, it'll be same as it was for Arsenal, same as it was for Chelsea, Man United with Fergie, Chelsea with Abramovich, Arsenal with Arsene. Yeah. And it's going to be the same thing again, because you get so used to that one type of manager. He just doesn't. We're sorry at Barca. He was at Barca. He did everything he did at Barca. Then Tito took over. God rest his soul, and then nothing else happened.
Can we just say, by the way, he had arguably one of the best teams in world football, in history of world football, in that Barca team, and he still didn't manage to go invincible.
It depends, though, because I think like you could easily play for a draw. Like you could play for draws.
There is absolutely none of those matches that Arsenal play for a draw. They went for a win, and they had to scrap that shit. Look. Okay, what did TalkSport say, by the way? What was the top one?
I don't know. There's the lads at work came in saying, like, what would you rate this? Okay. And he's an Arsenal fan, and he did like you. It was like, invincible, obviously being invincible. I was like, shut up, man. No way is it being invincible.
I know it's going to sound a bit difficult to believe.
It sounds biased. I'll be honest with you. It sounds super biased.
It.
But I appreciate the explanation you've got. I'm saying it sounds biased to the listeners. With the explanation, it doesn't to me. But if the listeners hear it first, they're going to have the same reaction as I did when I was like, behave, come on, whatever else. You know what I mean?
Look, I've made my point on that. Whether whether it sounds biased or not, that's fair enough. That's different. But but yeah, I think that's why I'll go with that. It's just the level of achievement that, in a 38-game league season, that you didn't lose a single fucking match. But at the same time, we lost to Porto that season, I think, in the Champions League.
No, you lost to Chelsea.
Was it Chelsea that we lost to in the semis? Was it the semis?
Yeah.
What was the semis?
Quarterfinals, because we got beat by Monaco in the semis. Wayne Bridge scored at Highbury. Last kick of the game in Highbury. That was the season, obviously. There you go.
It's one of those things. Obviously, like I said, don't get me wrong, I would love to win Champions League and Champions League over any other trophy, to be honest with you. So
it is the creme de la creme of club football.
It is absolutely
like the elite upon. It's the elitist of the elite, to be fair. So
you can't get any more elite than that.
No, you can't. So. That's it. It's Champions League is a quality trophy to win, and especially if you win it in style like Real Madrid have done it 4, 5, 6 times, 7 times, especially 4 in a row. It's pretty incredible. So now here we say for me the Guardiola one as well, the squad depth is it's still quite up there to win it 4 times on the road, to be at the top of your game when managers are going to adapt to the way you play and you still find solutions to be better and still win the league. It's like, wow. Because you think Chelsea won it that first year. Second year was much harder. We won it second year with Mourinho. Third year we did nothing. Mourinho got sacked. He looked like an average manager because he couldn't adapt. He couldn't change. He became predictable.
Hey, look, if the question was who the best manager in the league is, then yeah, absolutely, it's going to be Guardiola in it. But no, I get what you're saying. I understand it.
He's the best in the world. Like, he's incredible.
Best in the world easily. Yeah,
he's incredible.
Maybe top 3 of all time managers ever to grace the pitch, to be honest.
I agree 100%. He's changed everything. He's changed the way people are playing at grassroots. Yeah. So Fergie was incredible, but Guardiola for me.
Fergie did it. Wenger did it. like when he first started in the Premier League, obviously players start with diets and all that stuff.
They're the three that I put kind of in a three, but out of those three, I put Guardiola first for some. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe because I see him and it was quite recent, and I only had the pleasure of seeing Fergie.
No, I think
I didn't watch him for 10 years
probably
before.
Be top. Yeah, I think
it's
Pep takes it.
What he's done, everything that he's done for football is just incredible. Like everybody seems to want to be playing the way the City. Sometimes it is boring, but it's pretty.
Gets the results though, so there you go.
That's all that
gets
matters.
the Champions League, gets the trebles.
Yeah.
It's like Club World Cup. But, no, you're right. We've been going on for a long time, so I'll get this out in the morning. And thank you so much for bearing with us, for listening. We will be back on Friday with some more predictions for the weekend. And if you have any questions, get us on Facebook at Tash Mike Guys, and we'll answer those questions for you. But
we say we answer questions. We got asked the question, and we still haven't answered it, have we?
I know. See, this is how life gets in the way. But that is the weekend with 100% that will be answered. We already have our team sorted, and but we've gone on for long enough, so we'll get this out, and then on the weekend we'll be back with the answer for that one, for the combined Chelsea Arsenal, wasn't it?
Absolutely, Chelsea Arsenal combined 11. Since we started watching it,
Yes, since our time watching it.
Yes,
we're not going to go back into fucking whoever, Herbert Chapman or some shit. I'm not into that. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I just made it up. I'm just kidding, Arsenal fans. But right. Thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay alert.